Hello and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. I know it's been a hot minute and I apologize, but I am getting my master's. I am graduating in December, so after December 19th, I am completely done with school. I mean, technically December 19th was my graduation and I'm done with school on the 6th, but y'all get what I mean. So, I want to apologize, but don't forget, I am someone who graduated with a forensic science degree. I do like detective games. I do have some kind of insight in this game, so hopefully you do find it interesting. But without further ado, let's get going. So we just ended the cutscene with Mycroft. I mean, I ended the cutscene again because I had to rewatch it because I couldn't remember exactly what happened. So I just restarted it. He basically was like, I'm important, you should come help, blah, 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 the merry men. And I think we're just leaving. Hold on, does Watson have anything to say before we go?
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
Oh, yes, we're calling a cab. Where's the phone? Phone, telegram, phone.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us.
Oh,
we leave in
never
5
mind.
minutes for the station.
Maybe phone is a little too advanced. 1 week later. But I will also say, don't forget, I am also streaming on Twitch during this time. I have been streaming the entire time. So if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box below, and I hope I can see some of you guys there.
What a gloomy night.
That
It was
was a
warmer
good burr.
inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
I'm assuming we're gonna have a
Yes,
murder
at
on this
last.
train, with the
Attention,
title being
the train
on the
is
rails.
arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
Or
I'll
is someone
take
getting
your bag
pushed?
And your blasted archive suitcase.
Either someone's getting pushed in
But,
front of the rails, or there's
Holmes,
something...
The headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
Nope.
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Or the light
Holmes,
turned
say
off and it
something.
stopped.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
Or maybe it wasn't a train to begin with.
It's
It
too
was
dark.
just...
Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
The next morning, very early. How early? Very. Okay. Do we already have a deduction? Yeah, that was like, why is it saying, like, open the deduction? Okay, what about the case book? Anything? I just know... See, solve the mystery of the Vanish Train. Okay, so that's all we know.
Well, here
I didn't think we
are
had
again
anything.
at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Yes. Okay. I don't think we need to examine the portable archives. Oh, that's... Apparently we cannot go up the stairs. Should we go inside? Or should we just go? I guess let's go inside
First
first.
of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Okay, never mind. We are running down the tracks. See, I have a feeling it wasn't really a train, and they thought it was a train. Okay, imagination talent helps you visualize objects and events, useful in limited situations.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
What do we see? Concentrate your attention.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There
Yeah,
are no
what's here?
tracks or footprints on the ground. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
Okay, so we examined all of this. So let's get out of... Oh wait, there's a bottle. Is that important?
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Well, I didn't know if it was maybe something important. Okay,
There
Holmes.
are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative
I know
result
this
is
isn't
also
like this
a
is
result.
historical fiction,
Oh,
right?
I
Or no,
see
Sherlock
what you're
Holmes was a
getting
real
at.
person, so this is
No
just fiction.
clues, and you're smiling.
So could a train
Yes,
disappear
Watson,
in fiction?
I do smile
Yes,
on occasion.
potentially.
This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Okay, so we gotta find out more about the Vanish Train. So... Oh. Oh, okay, so we can't run any further. So let's just go back. But my question is if it wasn't really a train, then what did we see? Anything?
Good morning.
Hello.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Did y'all not introduce yourselves last
I
night?
remember you. I'm Station Master
I guess they did.
Everett. You were here last night. So,
Last night.
you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
I'm
It
sure
is
that's pretty
extraordinary
obvious.
that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Unless there weren't any. Okay. So, let's do a little observation. His mole. Hat. Ears. Okay, let's see. Nothing with his face. Pocket. Oh, look. Dirt. Spots of earth. He's married. Don't know what we need that for, but... I was like, shouldn't I... Oh, is it stuck? Hello? Okay, so let's just go back forward. Or backward, I should say. Wedding ring. Spots of earth. Button. Stopwatch. Honorary badge. And fully gray hair. So he's older. Okay. Do you have information about the train, sir?
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need
say
it,
'cause of
you
the
can
hair?
have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
What about the map?
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Okay,
See you
I guess
later, my good man.
I'll just take it off the wall. That's alright. So this is the waiting hall. So that's... Or is this the map? Hold on. Okay, go in the office. Okay, the office table. We have a message to all stations.
A new
Mr.
telegram.
Robbing...
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
I have no idea who that is. Okay. Oh, what is this? Line the Nottingham, London.
Here is the train set.
Yeah, so that was the train that disappeared.
A telegraph.
Well, yeah, that's the telegraph where they got the message. I mean, could it all have been a prank? Okay, I thought we were taking a map off the wall. Let me see. Maybe it's in that other door. That was an aggressive door shut. No? Oh, wait.
Railway post bags.
Okay. Yeah, the railway. Oh, here is the waiting hall. See, I was at his office. That's what it was. Okay, so let's take
This
the map.
will be useful.
I mean, it's a straight track. I don't know what else we really need from it. I guess, oh, for us to travel around. Find map of the district, of the local district completed. Leaf. Okay, let's see what's in here. Train service. Let's not run. Okay, we have a junk pile.
An old locomotive bell.
See? Something else probably just made the sound, and then there's probably a lantern.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
And they thought it disappeared, but it was so
This place
foggy
serves
you
as a
couldn't
storage
tell.
area for the station.
Yes, it is a warehouse.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Nice deductions, okay. I mean, I don't think a whole train could disappear. At least not in this setting, because it's fiction, but it's not fantasy. See, look, it was probably some vehicle. Cause see how there's like tire marks? Can I? And see how it goes through to the road? It's probably some vehicle on the thing, and they had a bell to make them sound like a train, but it wasn't actually the train. And then watch, the train's just gonna show up. Can I talk to him again? Special wagon.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value.
Something
Those
or
wagons have
someone.
iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
No.
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Yeah, I assumed you wouldn't. What about the passengers? Who was on
there
there?
anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something.
Oh, we're
There
gonna
was
talk
a
about
message
that.
from Bridlington Station saying
Mr.
that the
Robinson.
train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
Yes.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station.
Yes.
I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
Okay.
See you later, my good man.
So we have everything here marked, I believe. Let's see. What does this say? Evidence. We have the dialogue, and then solve the mystery. Okay. So let's just go to Bridlington. I don't think we have any deductions. We have clues, but... So we have train vanished with people, we have a special wagon, and no traces of the train. I'm gonna wait until we get a few more clues before we start making deductions. Is there anyone outside, or I think everyone's inside? Let's go in here. Are you Mr. Robinson? Angry passenger? What are you? Oh, there's Mr. Robinson. Okay, who are you then?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
What happened, sir? I guess let's examine you first. Eyes, mustache, nose, buttons, shoulders. Oh, work clothes, because I guess the stain. He has a note. He has a cheap ticket because it's a discount train ticket. He's married. He has rough skin, so he's a blue-collar man.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my
Train
concern is.
disappeared?
Last night, I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about
I
it.
bet that special car got stolen. That's what it was. Passenger of the Vanish Train.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
It was a robbery. That's what it was. Okay, so do you have a... Wait, portrait of the rich. Are we asking this man to draw or to, like... Would he be able to... I don't know.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Like, actual snake
Goodbye,
eyes?
sir.
Or... What kind of description are snake eyes? Are they, like, thin eyes? Is that what a snake eye is? I know that obviously they don't have a line through the middle.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
Sherlock
My name
Holmes.
is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
And what was
We
your
are
complaint,
not from
sir?
the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Sherlock Holmes. That's a new one. Bloodshot? Australian. That's his eye. That's not the hat. Okay. There's the hat. Expensive clothes. He has a heavy gold ring. Nothing about the case. Fancy shoes. Crocodile skin. Sir, are you from Australia? Have you been
must
to Australia?
be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
You seem so willing to answer questions after being angry. Interesting. Okay, well, do you know anything about the special wagon?
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity.
Like
I'm a
the
businessman
Tesla coils?
and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Were they still on the train, or did they get kicked off as well? Okay, let's go with... I guess we'll just go in order. So, the company direction.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company.
So that
I've
was the
made an
Spanish with
appointment
the
with them.
snake
Now they
eyes.
are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
Probably
It's
nothing.
a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
I mean, they probably scammed him and stole it, if anything. Because the prototype's probably going to be valued at quite a bit.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
You don't seem like a humanitarian with your fancy clothes and expensive shoes.
Mr. Robinson, could you please
I mean,
clarify?
it could be.
Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes,
Probably initially.
I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr.
But
Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected.
he
So
wasn't
yes,
here.
of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there.
Called
I
it.
thought perhaps he might have been delayed. So I chose to wait a while.
And he never
But
showed.
despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
Oh, he looks
The timetable
upset.
is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Humanitarian,
The
alright.
ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean company.
Uh-huh. Tab. Okay. Oh, these are all the people. Okay. Well, I guess let's make a deduction then. So we had the Chileans stayed on the train, but then the train vanished with people. So we have accident. I don't think it was that. I think they were left. I think they were intentionally left on the train. We had the special wagon, and then okay, so those I would say like that could maybe insinuate that it was stolen. But all we have is that the Chileans, I think, were intentionally left on the train. I'll talk to you in a second. I'm gonna look around your office. Even though it said private. Is there something for me to look at in here? Oh, there's a gap in the floor and a sheet of paper. Okay, let me
The
turn
insurance
this.
policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Okay, so we have maximum cover 15,000 pounds. I guess that's a lot for the time. Is this door gonna get in my way? Okay. Hello, station master. I need to talk to you.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you,
Why do you
sir.
have that paper in the
My
floor?
name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Only a few. Well, let me look at you first. You're young. You have freckles. Button. Clean clothes. That's just the thing. Instructions. Ink smudges. What was the problem with the passengers?
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers.
Oh wait, we're
who
only
are
2 people
complaining about
kicked
the
off?
company's service.
And that's
They
what
stayed here the
everyone's
whole
upset
night.
about?
But people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43
Yeah, you're
states
very new.
that in the event of a complaint, you must...
You are
yes,
very
thank you.
new, sir.
I understand.
Okay. So, he's brand new. He doesn't really know the difference. Is there a chance he was planted here, and that's why that paper's back there?
Apart from the passengers
I
disembarking,
guess he working with the
did you
Chileans?
notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station
Really?
master's reports are confidential.
We're conducting an
Confidential,
investigation
sir.
here.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Uh-huh. Well, you're a rookie.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
Call
I
him
was at the top
out.
of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself
I didn't
behind all
realize
these
there was like a-
regulations.
I mean, I
but
guess there
I
were
represent
classes.
the law.
Makes sense.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Think of your future.
That is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude.
I think he's
And then,
fake.
later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What was the strange message?
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
Oh, is he gonna give it to me?
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Okay. Okay, so there's the telegram. That's not English, but that doesn't look like Spanish either, so we'll have to figure that out. But I think on that note, I'm going to end this video right here. I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and I hope to see y'all next time.